Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to explore comprehensive approaches to concealment investigations in fraud detection. Throughout this presentation, we'll dive into the critical processes of uncovering, authenticating, and effectively using documents and records to reveal and prove fraudulent activities. This is an essential topic for anyone involved in fraud examination or financial investigations, and I'm excited to share these valuable insights with you. Let's get started. In concealment investigations, our main focus is to uncover documents and records that have been hidden, altered, or manipulated, which often point to fraudulent activities. The key purpose behind these investigations is to find evidence that someone has deliberately concealed to avoid detection of wrongdoing. To do this effectively, we need to examine both physical and digital materials very carefully, looking for any discrepancies, inconsistencies, or signs of deception within financial, operational, or administrative records. Understanding the techniques and the broad scope of these investigations is essential because it lays the groundwork for detecting and ultimately preventing fraud. By concentrating on these specific areas, we can identify concealed evidence that reveals the true nature of fraudulent actions. When conducting concealment investigations, we focus on two main types of records: physical documents and computer-based records. Physical documents include contracts, invoices, receipts, ledgers, and correspondence. These are essential because they often contain the original details of transactions or authorizations. On the other hand, computer-based records, like emails, digital files, databases, and metadata, play a critical role as well. They offer extra context, help establish timelines, and provide audit trails that can be key to understanding the full picture. In the investigation process, it's crucial to identify which records are relevant, assess where they came from, and evaluate their reliability to build a strong case. Documents and records are invaluable in fraud investigations because they serve as direct proof of transactions and communications. This means they provide concrete evidence that something did or did not happen. They also help reveal hidden or altered entries, which can indicate attempts to conceal fraudulent activities. Another important role they play is corroborating witness statements or expert analyses, giving weight and validation to what is being reported. Furthermore, documents allow investigators to reconstruct events and trace the flow of assets, helping us understand the sequence and movement behind the fraud. Lastly, because documents have a tangible form, investigators can analyze their authenticity and the fine details within, something that electronic summaries alone can't fully capture. This tangible nature makes documents essential for conclusively establishing fraudulent activity. When it comes to obtaining documents, there are several methods we can use. First, we often start by requesting access directly from the parties involved or custodians who hold the documents. This usually involves formal requests to ensure cooperation. If that approach doesn't work, we can turn to legal tools like subpoenas, court orders, or warrants that legally compel the production of the documents needed. In cases involving electronic records, digital forensic techniques come into play. These methods help us recover deleted or hidden files that might not be readily accessible. Sometimes, collaboration with regulatory bodies or law enforcement agencies is essential, especially when dealing with sensitive or complex cases. Finally, some documents are particularly difficult to access and require special procedures. These are carefully designed to ensure the lawful collection of evidence while preserving its integrity, which is critical for its admissibility and reliability later on. Each of these methods plays an important role in gathering the documents necessary for a thorough investigation or review. When we talk about storing and authenticating documents, it's important to recognize how vital this process is for maintaining the integrity of evidence. Without proper storage and authentication, documents can be questioned or even deemed inadmissible. For physical records, secure storage means keeping them in controlled environments where they are protected from tampering, damage, or loss. This helps preserve the original condition and trustworthiness of the documents. When it comes to digital records, the focus shifts to verified backups and strong protection measures that prevent unauthorized changes. This ensures the digital files remain accurate and reliable over time. Authentication involves several methods, such as forensic analysis of the paper, ink, handwriting, and metadata, as well as the use of digital signatures. These techniques verify that the document is genuine and has not been altered. Finally, chain of custody protocols are critical. They carefully document every step of how evidence is handled, from the moment it's collected until it's presented in court, safeguarding its credibility and admissibility throughout the legal process. When it comes to using documents as evidence in court, there are several key factors to keep in mind. First, the evidence must meet specific admissibility standards. This means the documents need to be authenticated, relevant to the case, and reliable enough to be trusted by the court. Next, maintaining a proper chain of custody is crucial. This involves documenting every step of how the evidence was handled to prove its origin and ensure it hasn't been tampered with. We also often rely on expert testimony to explain technical details, helping the court understand complex findings and confirming the document's authenticity. Finally, it's important to clearly connect the documents to the alleged fraudulent acts. This linkage strengthens the legal arguments by demonstrating how the evidence supports claims of wrongdoing. Together, these elements form a strong foundation for presenting documents effectively in legal proceedings. Document experts have a crucial role in concealment investigations by meticulously analyzing documents to uncover any signs of forgery, alterations, or inconsistencies. They use a range of scientific and technical methods to verify the authenticity of these documents, ensuring that their findings are accurate and reliable. Beyond just analysis, these experts provide impartial opinions to courts and investigative teams, helping decision-makers understand the complexities involved. To carry out this work, document experts possess specialized qualifications in areas such as forensic document examination, handwriting analysis, or digital forensics. Their expertise is key in strengthening the evidential value of documents, which supports legal authorities in unraveling complex fraudulent schemes and making informed judgments.